guys, Brian Hilliard here, author of the best-selling book, Networking Like a Pro, and creator of the popular program, How to Get Out of Your Own Way and Unlock Your Mindset of Success. Now, I gotta tell you, I am fired up here because today we are gonna talk about a simple way to be more successful. This is something that has come up before. It is a concept that I call making things easier on yourself. Because a lot of times when we're going out and we're trying to be successful, whether you are a business person, maybe success for you is getting more clients, or maybe more time freedom, or maybe not having to work as hard to be able to be successful, or maybe you're in network marketing or direct sales and you're looking to build a team and you're looking to try to move to that next level, but for whatever reason, you're going to conferences, you're reading books, you're taking notes, maybe you're listening to people like myself, and it just hasn't worked out. One of my clients actually said this to me. She said that, people have told her that she is the hardest working broke person that they know. Right? And maybe you've heard that before about yourself. I know I've heard that other people, not about me, but I've heard other people, be called that. We've talked and worked together. So if you find yourself in a situation where you have done just about everything in your power to be successful, and for whatever reason you haven't been able to break through, and it doesn't mean that you're unsuccessful, it just means you just haven't been able to break through and step into your true potential, then I think you're really going to like this concept of making life easier on yourself. One of the things I've talked about in the past is this notion that you have a simple choice when it comes to success. You can make things hard or you can make things easy. And people are usually surprised by that because they're like, I didn't think I had a choice. And number two, it was like, well, if I did, why would I make it hard at all? Both of those are good points. Here's the short answer. You do have a choice. And the reason you make things hard is because it's usually a habit, and part of making it easy actually means getting out of your own way. Okay. And really what happens is, and this is kind of a point I make a lot, success in a lot of ways is less about learning something new that works and more about unlearning something old that doesn't. And that's really where you see this here in terms of making things easier on yourself to be more successful, because it's a conversation around mindset and it's a conversation around getting out of your own way. And I got a couple of things here that I personally do that I think is really, really going to help you to be able to be more successful. So let me step back real quick. I had a fear of success. And I've mentioned this before, one of the areas, Jim Murphy talks about this in his book on inner excellence. He talks about the three greatest adversaries, and he talks about the idea of the inner critic, the monkey mind, and the trickster. Okay. And for me, it was the monkey mind. Like, I would always be this analysis by paralysis, other way around, paralysis by analysis, and just kind of thinking, and, I would do things, but I would make it hard on myself to be successful. All right. The answer turned out because my understanding of success actually wasn't what I wanted to do, even though I said I did. So what my body and my brain did was made it hard for me to reach something that I didn't want while giving me the impression that I was moving forward, if that makes sense. Anyway, the point is that a lot of people are in that monkey mind, kind of making things hard on themselves. And let me be real clear. As a business person, whether you're in network marketing or a solo entrepreneur, or maybe even a leadership position trying to move up in the organization and get more responsibility, life itself, business life in general, is not fall off your chair easy. All right, so just so we're clear, this is not fall off your chair easy, but you can make it less hard on yourself. And what happens is a lot of people, they make things hard on themselves. And one of the points I've made before is ask yourself a simple question. Am I making this easy or am I making this hard? Am I making it easier to sign on a new client or am I making it hard? Am I making it easier to post on social media or am I making it hard? Am I making it easier for me to get a promotion or am I making it harder? All right. Now, that doesn't mean that you can always take the easier road. Sometimes you have to do the harder thing just because of the circumstances. But ask yourself that simple question. Now, people have asked me, all right, great, Brian, give me some specifics on what I can do to make things easier, like in my business life. And that's what I got right here. I jotted a couple of down. I was actually stretching and I thought about this. All right. One of the things that I always made hard on myself, I'm not really a detail-oriented person. I'm a numbers guy and I'm organized, but I'm not necessarily the most detail-oriented. So I would have challenge in terms of just doing my regular budgeting. I call it allocation for certain things. I would just let it go. I'd be like, oh, I'll just get some more clients, get some more money, maybe count up at the end of the month. I'm like, that's not the way to run a business. I mean, I know you know this, but I'm being honest, okay? So what I had to do was I realized that I didn't have a problem necessarily doing it once I got started. So I had to make it easier on myself to get started. Very simple. Here's what I did. First of all, I made it so that I did it on the computer. Okay, and I just set up a quick little spreadsheet, just a little cash flow, money in, money out that week. Very simple, and I usually do it 2 to 3 weeks in advance. That's me, but whatever, you can do whatever you want. I'm just giving you my example. Okay, so I actually did it yesterday, and I made a commitment to myself to do it over the weekend. Okay, so money in, money out, boom, boom, boom. I have a spreadsheet. Boom, that makes it easier on myself. It takes a half hour at the most. Okay, let me tell you something else I make it easier on myself. During that same kind of motif is I would have additional spendings that would come up during the week, right? And you'd be like, oh, well, where do you write that down? Oh, I'm gonna pull out the whole spreadsheet again. Oh, I'll just let it go, it'll figure itself out. No, now what I do is I just have it on a little Post-it note. Now, this actually isn't the one I used, but I'll write it on a little Post-it note. I have a folder that's right over there. Bing, bang, boom, I'm done. Okay, I made it easier on myself. Let me give you another example. Social media. I had a devil of a time posting on a regular basis. So I bought a tool. It's called Smarter Q, $20. It allows me to take the social media that I post. So like for something like this, I'll post it, put it in Smarter Q. It goes out on a regular basis. There's a calendar and all this kind of stuff. It's automated, okay? Goes out on a regular basis and bam, now that's out the door. Okay, so my point with this is there are things, onboarding new clients, sales calls, that's another thing. You know, I used to be like fly by the seat of my pants and blah, 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 blah. No. Let's make that easier on yourself. If you're having a challenge with sales, let's think in terms of, all right, well, let's think of some preparatory questions, because I used to not be as prepared as I should have been. Let's some preparatory questions. Let's jot them down. I'll tell you something else that I do that makes it easier on myself. I do voice to text. So as I'm walking, thinking, you know, whatever, I was going to say taking a shower, but that's not true. But, you know, as I'm doing some of these things, working out, I'll do a voice to text. Bang, bang, bang. I get an idea, put it right in there. Bam, off I go. I print it out. I was actually getting ready to do that today, just now. Then I did this instead. Okay, so there are tons of things that you can do to make your business life easier. The trick is, first of all, to be aware that you've inadvertently made it hard. Okay, so you should be aware of that now. And then number 2 is figure out some ways you can do that to make it easier. So here's my challenge for you. Take a look at what you're doing in your day. Today, right now, you're listening, take a look at what you're going to do next. And then ask yourself, can I do this easier? Right? Can I voice to text these notes? Can I make this process easier? Can I spend 10 minutes and create a process? Can I spend 20 minutes and organize my folders on my laptop so I don't have to spend 10 minutes every time looking for something? Can I delete some things on my phone so I'm not spending all this time looking for something? Do I need a new phone? I got a new phone probably about 6 months ago. Best investment I made. Do I need a new computer? Now we're talking about a little higher ticket items, but you get the idea. Okay? So there are some things that should I automate my social media? Should I hire it out? Should I get a virtual assistant? These are some things that you want to be thinking about that can allow your business life to be easier. And when you do, you will find that things actually flow more to you and that you will be more successful. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's something that you can see yourself doing. As always, feel free to like, share, or comment below. I'd love to be able to hear what you guys have to say, and I personally answer all the different comments. But in the meantime, my name is Brian Hilliard, saying so long, take care, and thanks so much for your time.